Hi, everybody. My name is Obie Walli, co-founder of Delius, and today I'm going to talk about the necessity and the key piece of having a comps database, and not just a comps database, but having a comps database that is valuable, right? So in our industry, as we all know, the ability to track transactional history is an essential part of helping not just our brokers, but our brokers' customers in assessing some sort of baseline for value, be it for looking at properties for investors to purchase or even sell, and for tenants to get a good idea of sort of what rates are in the market that they're looking at based on their needs for space, whether it's office, retail, industrial. And so the ability to take this information and put it into a database that is easily accessible and utilizable is important and more essential, I think, now than it's ever been. Now, we have the ability to access comps in many different channels, different platforms. We get access to comps from relationships with appraisers and title companies and public records and other sources of data that are out there. However, taking all this information and putting it all into a centralized, comprehensive database is one of the biggest challenges that we've sort of been hearing from our customers. A lot of our clients are storing that data in a separate database. And it's not just inclusive of outside comps, but it really the deals that you're closing in your business as well, because that record is something that you're going to utilize in future transactions as well. So with that said, I think in the nature of our business where we're constantly working on deals and your brokers are out there closing deals and you have staff or may not have staff, but you're trying to collect all this data, having it accessible at your fingertips and being able to utilize it is really important. So what we've seen is a lot of companies are storing this in Excel, they're storing it in Access databases. You've got to get in there, and some are actually not even storing it anywhere, quite frankly. And so they're accessing it through going into a database. Then you have to search it, you have to create a report and do all this. And so what is really important is, number one, is making sure that when you are closing deals in your system of record, and whether that's Delius or any other platform, that all the critical data points are there. Number two is making sure that if you're getting data into your system, that you're getting information that's critical from the perspective of being able to track that data. And I know a lot of cases, information like this is kept close to the vest, but being able to at least know when a deal closed, how many square feet they represented, or who represented that deal, is important to be able to track. So having that in a centralized database that allows you to be able to search, aggregate, and then most importantly, output in a relatively short period of time is going to allow for brokers and brokerages to become more efficient in how they interact, engage, and provide that data to their customers. So for example, I'm Joe Smith, or I'm working on a deal. I've got a prospective client just called me and said, "Hey, I'm looking for 5,000 square feet of office space in this submarket, and I'd love to sort of get some insight on where the market is or opportunities that are available." And so here you are. You're like, "Okay, great. We have a meeting set up for tomorrow. I need to be able to prepare something that shows what the market consists of as far as product, what's out there, what's transacted, so we have a sense of rates and users, and being able to put this together in a relatively short period of time by going into a system, doing a quick search, and then selecting the properties that are the most critical, and then being able to output this for a short meeting or a quick meeting. I'm not talking about a full proposal. I'm not talking about a full detailed marketing sort of product that you're going to sit out there and sort of pitch someone. This is sort of on the go, right? You're earning that credibility, you're earning that respect. It's a potential customer, it's a prospect. The ability to go in there as an expert, show that information to that customer, whether you want to do it ahead of the meeting or at the meeting, are all things that are going to separate you from the pack. And so I think in conclusion, what's really important is, as you're looking at how you're going to build and aggregate all this data, it's really important that you find a solution that works for you as a business or as a broker. And the ability for you to put in information, report on that information, aggregate that information, because keep in mind, that information when it comes to your deals is yours, right? You want to be able to have access to that information, and any other relationships you have outside of your own deals where you're sharing data or able to access that data is critical to your day-to-day business. And so as you're looking out there and trying to figure out the best ways to build a comprehensive comps database, I think it's important to understand that ease of use, functionality, and the ability to get that information at your fingertips are all important parts that you're going to have to look at. And as our business evolves and technology plays a bigger role, I think it's going to become that much more important for anybody in the space to have that type of platform, because your competitors may be doing it. They're going to be able to get that information quickly. And so that's a really important part of it. And that's where, any system, whether it's Delius or other product, can help you in achieving that. And so as we look back and sort of assess that, I think the idea of using technology and not just databases that are sort of, archaic in nature is becoming more essential, because automation plays a big role in that. Your ability to report, aggregate, and output is going to become that much more essential, given the nature of the speed of transactions and the speed of accessibility to information that your clients are looking for. So keep that in mind as you're considering how you're leveraging your comps database, what you're looking to do to help improve any efficiencies within your comps database, or if you're just looking at starting one. All of those things you got to take into consideration. And I think they're all important in how you make a decision as well. Thank you.